Looking for more information about the Vera Smart Hub lineup? Today we're going to look at the VeraEdge, VeraPlus, and do an in-depth review on the VeraSecure. Stay tuned. Hi again, John Stone, the DIY Smart Home Guy. On the channel, it's all about providing tips, tricks, and reviews for your affordable smart home. If you've seen my How to Start Your Smart Home video, you'll remember that I make a case for a smart hub to be the center of your smart home experience. This is because smart home devices use a variety of networking protocols like Z-Wave, Zigbee, and Bluetooth, amongst others. In my opinion, you'll want a capable hub to bring it all together. And if you haven't seen that video, I've left a link in the description below. A few months back, I had a conversation with the folks over at Vera about their new hub lineup, and they were kind enough to send me over this VeraSecure for me to evaluate. And I know what you're thinking. This video is not a paid endorsement. I receive no compensation for making this video. All product links in the description below are affiliate links, and I may receive commissions if you purchase products from these links. Some products shown in the video were provided to me for free from the manufacturer. However, this video should not be considered an endorsement for any of these products. And as always, I'll be giving you my honest opinion of the product regardless of the fact that I received this product for free. To kick things off, let's learn a little bit about the Vera as a company, since in my opinion this is something that really sets them apart from the competition. Vera entered the smart home controller space back in 2008. That's roughly a decade of experience and understanding about the smart home, and their expertise isn't limited to the consumer product space. Vera runs on MIOS, which is M-I-O-S, which is a software platform used by top manufacturers and service providers to provide home and business automation in 65 different countries. And it's worth mentioning that the Vera controller, it's the brainchild of MIOS, which, according to Vera, allows their customers to benefit from innovation that comes out of the MIOS partnerships. And as I mentioned at the top of the video, Vera has 3 levels of controllers that are available. To see more videos like these, now's a good time to subscribe. You'll also want to spank that bell icon to be notified when new videos are released or if I stream a new live broadcast. The VeraEdge is the entry model, and it comes in right around 99 bucks. Now this is a Z-Wave only controller, which means it doesn't support Zigbee and it doesn't support Bluetooth. This isn't a big deal if your Zigbee devices are things like the Philips Hue, since there is a plugin available. But you'll want to check out the MIOS marketplace to be sure your devices are supported. The mid-grade product is the VeraPlus. Coming in right around $150 makes it a bit more expensive than the Wink Hub 2 and the SmartThings Hub. But I do see this on sale now and again, and in my opinion, it has the power and capabilities to make the extra price worth it. But I'll get into that in a little bit. The VeraPlus sports more memory, Zigbee, and Bluetooth support, plus gigabit internet. You can also purchase add-on cellular and battery backup, which is true for the VeraEdge as well. So let's talk about the big boy, the VeraSecure. First thing that you'll need to get past is that $300 sticker shock. But before you write this thing off, this is far more than a simple smart home hub. Vera markets this as a whole home security controller with built-in smart home functionality. If you're looking to have a full-blown security system without the huge monthly fees, this could be worth your time. That is, if you're willing to go the DIY route. And after all, this is the DIY Smart Home Guy channel, so of course you're willing to go that route, right? Now the first thing that caught my eye is that this is a fully self-contained unit. By that I mean it doesn't rely on an internet connection to do its job. All routines, robots, scenes, and schedules run locally. While SmartThings and Wink Hub 2 do have some aspects of local control, they still rely on their cloud services for the heavy lifting. So basically, if you're serious about DIY home security, then local control is definitely the way to go. And if you're already running a 2 gig security system, then never fear. According to Vera, this has a built-in protocol called VeraLink that allows you to integrate with certain 2 gig panels. The unit also has a built-in battery backup that provides up to 4 hours of life. And there's an embedded 3G cellular backup. So basically, if the power's out, the internet's out, and your phone line is down, this thing's gonna keep on trucking. It's worth mentioning that if you want to use this 3G connection, you'll need to have a data plan, and this is gonna cost you an extra monthly fee. And no, I actually don't know how much it costs. The VeraSecure also has a built-in speaker and microphone, which allows you to talk to a monitoring service if you've signed up for it, and you're gonna talk to them directly. And it's got this built-in siren, which is freaking loud. Vera also offers a monitoring service which runs a hair under 20 bucks a month at the time I made this video. So this essentially means that you can spend anywhere from 500 to 1,000 bucks for a customized DIY security system with full smart home capabilities. And if you want someone else to monitor it for you, you can add in that extra 20 bucks a month and you get the extra peace of mind. Now, make no mistake, this is a DIY security solution. That means it's up to you to plan, install, and maintain the individual components of your security system. And these types of things can be complex, so make sure you have both patience and understanding if you plan to go this route. I've seen a few reviews about the Vera products, and these complain about support for Wi-Fi devices. While the system does have built-in Wi-Fi, this is not a hub that'll integrate all of your Wi-Fi smart home devices. But then again, neither will Wink or SmartThings, so I'm not really sure what all this is about. However, I have seen some Vera apps that allow you to connect to Wemo gear, but that's about all I've really found. Now, as far as accessibility is concerned, Vera products can be accessed from smartphones, tablets, and even through a browser interface on your PC. The usual suspects are supported, being iOS and Android, and the mobile apps are pretty simple to use. This is where I live on most days, but I really do like the fact that you can use a PC browser interface occasionally, since this is where the true power lives, and we will get into that in a little bit. And with that, let's get into the software. I'll be switching between the mobile app and the browser so that you can get a feel for the differences. Okay, so let's take a look at these user interfaces. Over here on the left side of the screen, you're going to see the PC interface, and over here on the right, you're going to see that is being mirrored off of my iPhone, so I have this running on the iOS app. And just so you can see what's going on over here, I've got the VeraSecure. Now, I do have it plugged into the Ethernet, but this is running on battery power, and it's running just fine. That's a rechargeable battery. If we go back over here to our interface, you can see that it's telling us that we have 75% of the battery that's remaining because I've had it unplugged for about an hour. You can also see this if we go to that iOS side. There's our battery power, the 3 hours of battery power. So this is your dashboard on that iOS app. You have your favorites, and this is really where you'd probably live on your phone. These are the things that you'd be turning off and on most often. You can have those same favorites down here on that web interface. So it's all on one screen on the web interface, but you have to flip over between dashboard and favorites on the iOS side. If you want to get into a full listing of all the devices, you're going to come down here to the devices. Now this gives you everything. We'll do the same thing over here on the iOS, look at the devices there, and it's pretty much one for one. Vera does organize things by rooms, so we have the downstairs hall, the garage. These are basically where I've put all of my devices. Again, you can see the same kind of concept over here. You have all the rooms of what's going on, so it's organized pretty well. One thing I find with the Vera is it breaks down every single capability that you have on a device. So there are some things that I've thrown down into this little Z ignore room because there's really no other place to put them. But those are down there in that little ignore area. Another powerful capability of the Vera platform is the scene handling. I find that I like their approach better than I do the Wink or SmartThings. This is because everything is both integrated into one approach and everything runs locally. The Wink Hub breaks out robots, schedules, and shortcuts into different places. On Vera, these are all in the same place. Also, for the true advanced automation on SmartThings, you need extensions like Core, which runs in the cloud. This means that if your internet goes down, your core pistons won't run. At least that's according to my research. Again, on Vera, everything is local. Looking at the scene setup on the mobile app, you'll notice that the scene has this play button. This means that the scene is either a robot or a schedule using Wink terms. Pressing this button will play the scene, which is basically a shortcut in Wink language. When you create a new scene, you'll see where you can select the trigger, which can be a device, schedule, or location. And since Vera allows you to have multiple triggers for one scene, you can make it basically any combination of these items. When you have more than one trigger, Vera gives you the option to create an AND or an OR condition. The AND condition is this only if all triggers are tripped option, and the OR condition is if at least one trigger is tripped option. After you set your triggers, it's as simple as adding the actions. Vera allows you to tie the scene to the home and away settings, and it also accommodates a night and vacation mode. You can also elect to receive a notification anytime the scene runs. Switching to the desktop, there's one more thing I'd like to point out. The first thing you'll notice is that there are more options for the PC interface. One of the more powerful options is the ability to add loop code. I'm not going to be covering loop code in detail in this video, but to put it simply, loop code allows you to create your own advanced automation without the need for third-party apps like IFTTT and Stringify. So I want to take a second and show you just how fast this VeraSecure is. So I created a kind of a stupid little scene here, and basically when this Zoo's power switch that you see over there on that desk gets turned on, I'm going to hit some loop code, and this loop code is going to turn on device number 37, which is that little desk lamp that I have right there. Now I'm going to hit that Zoo's power switch icon down there at the bottom. Both of these are happening in real time. That mobile app is being mirrored up to my PC. So let's go ahead and kick that off. And you see that that light just comes on in real time there. So what's happening is that Zoo's being turned on is triggering that scene, which is firing that code, which is turning on that little Innovelli switch in the back, which in turn turns on that desk lamp. And the speed you're seeing there is because all of this is running local, so you get that real-time aspect of it. So it's pretty slick. I love the speed that you get out of this VeraSecure. So a couple more things we'll look at here. In addition to the scenes, there is an energy monitoring function that this has. So if you have devices that support energy monitoring, you can look all that up inside the Vera as well. Pretty standard stuff. And let's take a look at the apps here. So these apps are what I have on my system. Now you can see down here I have my Ecobee thermostat, and I've got my MyQ. The other thing that I found was a Harmony Hub Control add-on app. So let's take a look at that real quick. What I have this is I have the ability to turn my TV on from my Vera and switch this into either turn this on or off or switch it over to cameras. So overall, if you couldn't tell, I really like the VeraSecure. What impressed me the most was the speed of the device control and the powerful scenes that can be fully local controlled. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to click like. Over here, there's a couple of other videos that you might enjoy. For more reviews, tips, and DIY videos, visit azhb.com. And thanks to all of you that already support me over on patreon.com/DIY Smart Home Guy. Until next time, cheers. Bluetooth support plus gigabit